Taking a breath and taking a breath and taking a breath and making it next and making it just a little bit of this. I'm just in it for life. I called it all in, called it what? I called the shots and often I've been off the mark. I jump the gun, I jump for fun, I jump when they just say how high, and I say I don't fly, but I'm like a cow pie. I might just sit out in the field and dry, sunbathe, and I'm just taking different kind of roads lately than people in my town take. Around we make mistakes again, and I'm taking them to the school of music. To ask if I can have a little bit of a lesson. I'm just expecting to get better the more that I just dress it like I am doing the part. I'm dressed for the part and I'm making my art. I got myself a little red guitar, so I'm gonna try to make some music. If I do it and it's good, will you just listen? I think that it might be okay. You should, and you tried it and you liked it. You did not? Oh, I'm sorry, and I'm not gonna. How many times do I have to say the same words for you to hear what I've said, sir? Shortly, you're gonna see that I don't care. What's the letters in the alphabet that set your mind on something you'd like to set it on for like a minute or two? I set it on a shelf, and well, all my wealth got stolen. It just left me, and now I'm just setting things on the earth's surface. I'm searching for this, the time when everything will fall down, and all now that I know is the sunset. And what's next? Well, tomorrow comes, but tomorrow runs away when the next one just takes its place, and the next one just makes its face so sad and disfigured. And I figured I'd just stay in the same note for those that think it's all a big joke. I will go a little faster for you if you think that I can crash. I'm a blast like I'm out in outer space. Actually, in fact, I want you to just buzz off, and all everyone wants to do is just be all in, like I'm Buzz Aldrin. I'm just falling into the trap of eternal life. It's not a trap, I'm just trying to find if I can be a little bit more expansive in my mind. I'm just trying to find a different kind of place. It's not a race, it's just outer space. I'm just out of space, cause I'm locked in, I'm all in. I'm just ballin' like I'm just a spherical kind of person. All comes back around again. Take a little bit of a trip in this little revolving door with me. Surely we are in the same kind of life, I guess. I like it just a little better than you, though. If you, bro, are trying to do what you want to do, because if I'm trying to do what I want to do, I won't like it too, or like it either. I think that I like it neither way, and every day just seems to get so much harder, and I can't take a single second longer without a little break. I'll make a mistake and make a mistake and make a mistake and pretend I didn't make a mistake, but then I'll just make a mistake and somebody found out I made a mistake. Oh shoot, does he even just play the same notes with the words that he says when he goes? Where's the tempo? I threw it out the window just to say that time flies, and every time I try to hit a beat, it dies. I'm just sorry, but I gotta go. I'm just on the road, I just gotta flow. So if the current change of the current doesn't change, if the current always changes, then it's currently deranged. I'm just saying. The wind blows where it pleases. Please just leave me be, and don't try to be a person trying to piece this all together. We're all together lost, and so we'd stop and try to find a direction. If we could find the direction that we could go, then we could go in the direction that we know, but we don't. So we gotta rely on someone up there. He's just hiding in the sky, and I can't find if I'm trying to hide, so I fly. But then I wonder why. Taking a dive back down to the surface of the earth. It's just crazy, and I search and I'm wavy like I'm on a seashore. Or surely I thought I was on the seas, but more like a desert, and I'm just I'm dehydrated, trying to find if I can save this kind of life I take on my own. And know it's so hard to find my home when all I see in my garage is a mirage of the cars that I thought I'd get at the bars with these jobs that everyone thought would get me someplace. And I just ended up being a rodent in a race. It's a crazy kind of place. And I'm trying to escape, but I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. So if we can take it just a little quicker again, then we can get in to a good kind of flow. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna take my boat, take it down to the road, and I'm gonna go down the harboring all the information. I'm taking it all for myself and going back to heaven by my own. Lonesome, lonely. So, can we just not do that? Because that don't seem fun. Sorry. I'm learning. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, I'm turning faster than I can understand, man. It's like a wheel and I'm just getting so twisted. It's just a big life and I think I'm just well, I thought I was a person that I thought I was. I'm searching and I'm sorry, but I thought I was something and I wasn't, and I wasn't, and I wasn't, and I wasn't right there. Or where did it go? Where did it go? Everything that you thought you'd take home back with you when you go to heaven again. I'm letting them in on a little bit of secret or two. I got some secrets for you. I don't wanna be secretive, dude, so I'ma tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. I'm going on and on again with this. I'm just making music and it's just noise if you miss what's happening here. Rapping, I'm here. I'm just rapping, I'm here. And I'm rapping and I'm wrapped in this thing like I'm just twisted. I'm twisted in the What is the word? What is the word? What is the word? I said to read the word I got, man. Twisted in the brain, he's insane, he's a cage, he's a bird. He just turned out to be a little bit looser than we should've let him be. Clipped his wings and didn't let him fly again. He's flying in, and I don't wanna be the person that he's flying into. He's at top speed, he's not stopping. I think that we're going anywhere but the option we need. Ooh, I like that. He's at top speed, he's not stopping. I think that we're going anywhere but the option we need. And the option we need is to see. I've been doing things, I've been moving, please. Don't try to measure me by the worldly kind of success. I'm not a person who wonders what's up with the world or what's next. I don't care. Something will come and something will leave, and I'll just achieve everything that I achieve, even if no one else seems to see. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you this though, it's big, bro. The place I'm in, the space is just expanding. It's expansive. It can't just get any bigger than it just. Alright, well I guess I was wrong. That's why I sing songs. To teach you what I'm learning, and teach you what I'm doing, and teach you how I'm earning all the things when I'm improving. I'm just moving, but the direction is just to a place that I can't get on my own. And I'm home when I'm alone, but I'm not alone. When I'm alone, not lonely. And I'm going back to my home with my homies, and God is on my side if I'm on his. But it starts with me. It starts with me. So I'm climbing trees and high. I'm climbing trees, and what I mean is that I'm doing things in seasons that are not correct, and everyone just wants to let me know. So let me go. Oh, the dude actually sings. Yeah, sometimes off key. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just moving. I'm just gonna do it. I don't care what you think. I'm just gonna do it, I'm just moving, I'm just gonna do it, I don't care what you think. I'll make it till I make it, I'll just fake it till I know. Make it till I make it, I'm just gonna make it, bro. I don't care what you care about. I'm not a fighter, but I'll be fighting for the things that I need, cause I'm just lighter with my wings, when my wings are just a lighter, and I'm lighter, and I'm fire, and I got a little burned. And I turned out to be a human being. And And they told me that's what I was the whole time. They said, you got to just look in the mirror. It gets clearer the more that you fog it up a little bit and try to see that you can't see the person that is inside of you unless you tune into the things outside of you. And who knew that I could go outside, dude? I'm stuck inside a place with the cider race into the ground again when I'm out of it because I woke up again with a hangover. I thought I hung under something for a while. I was nocturnal. I was turning not purple, but I was like a bat. In fact, I was flying around. I was flying. The town was like so much lower than me, so it seemed, until I realized I was on the floor looking up at the ceiling. They all had to take it. They had to take the papers and make it a big old news article for the next day. Everyone thought it was cray. So it seemed. I thought. I was exposing things. I was going. We've all lost our place trying to hone into our dreams. And our dreams just don't take us to the place we want to be, but our dreams are something that we all can't reach. So I'd like to flush them down the toilet. I'd like to let everybody else know that I've been toiling with the idea of, are we really in charge, or can we actually get anywhere else without the people who made our cars? It's outside of ourselves. It's inside of our help that we find out that no one else can any better than we could to ourselves. And so we have to search for someone else who could help. And God is always. And he's at the hallway, he's at the end of it. He's at the place that you don't think you can get, because he's also at the beginning of this life we live. And I think it's just great to be anywhere from here to there, as long as you care about trying to endure to the end. I got some bluegrass, new asked. For a little bit of new, in fact. I thought I'd go back to school and ask my teacher why I had to fail the class. And she said, actually, as a matter of fact, it was the fact that you failed the class that made you the person that you are today, and so that's why I asked you to come back. I'm just so sorry. It's hardly even a journey we take if we don't journey it. Wait, I mean, I'm a sojourner. I've been journeying so long, sir, and I wish I could have a little bit of a break, or at least take a little bit of a swig of water in this place. It's a hot-headed desert, or a lot of people are hot-headed in this place, and I'd let your employees know if it would do something. You must have been born before I was. You got a different kind of view on life, because I'm looking around and wondering why the strife runs straight to me. It doesn't run away from me. Oh, he's moving. Where's he moving to? St. George, Utah. You saw it. You saw it where you did. If you did, kid, this is episode 5 of this. It's called All In for a reason. Today, as far as I know, is the 20th of January, 2026. Crossing a few things off my list. And what it is next is this. I'm going to take it to a different kind of level. One that's all linear and stagnant. Level the heads of the people who can't get a little bit of grasp of this reality, back to things as they are, not what they think. Calling me crazy, I say we, as a collective, need to collect this little bit of sense we got and stop dropping them into a pond, but offer it on to someone else's life and see if we can find out who we can help inside this little ecosystem. We go just wishing everyone was in the place with us. It's hell. Well, we call it a jail, or at least a place for us to see if we can have a little bit of plop or a drop in the pond or a bucket. Oh, he made a bucket. He called it all in. He said he's balling. I didn't say it was a drop in a bucket. I just said something that you must have misheard. You must have misheard. You must have missed her. I sure did. All those curls get, you know how it is. Standard poodles. Anyway, there's a lot of things that I was starting to say that now start to seem a little bit less cray. Z, Z, Z. I'll tell you, I'll be sleeping on my dreams until the day I find myself 6 feet underneath. Because if God has something for me, his plans are going to come true. And I'm the only thing that's really getting in the way of that, dude. It's kind of funny, bro. And I'm going to go back home. I'm going to follow my God all the way. Because all the way along, I'm just a sheep. And I don't know much at all except how to make a song. A lifetime of songs to write, that's what I like to say. And I've been saying that for about half my life. I'm not even joking about it. Well, give or take at least. I've been taking things back to the store. I thought I was so poor I'd be returning it the day after I bought it just to see if I could have some more money to buy it again. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh. Take it out of it. Take it out. Take the beam out of the eye and see if we can find if the specks that are left are really just any more than the dust of the earth that we get made out of. I've been made out of a lot of things like a fool. They make me to be a fool. They make me out to be pretty cool sometimes. People are making out in the back of the school and I'm just wondering how to find my place in life. My place in life is like last place, right? I just be standing in the back of the line. I get to the front though when everybody's running home when I'm getting the seconds first. Oh shoot. I'm getting the seconds first. Focusing on my time. And I'm learning how to do it. I'm learning how to make the movement move itself a little bit so I don't have to sit there and try to do it all on my own because I'm alone if I'm alone, but I'm alone and not lonely. My God will hold me. He just gathers me like a chicken in his wings. Carries me across the seas on the wings of faith. I think I like this kind of sailing thing. I just sailed my dreams. Oh, wait, no, I sold my dreams. It's selling things. See, I always get some things confused at the times I get some things confused. And that's not something that I can choose or I wouldn't ever choose to do. Oh, welcome back. Waking up, in fact. So I'm waking up for fast offerings. I'm offering myself to a faster pace of life to see if I can get pummeled over, to see if I can get a little bit sober, and see if I can start on over and take it at a different, slow kind of pace. I'm sorry that you take so much time in your space and try to find it, the place that you're placed in. It's time and space, and it's. I think we're out of time. Oh, he's out of tune. Oh, he's. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And now I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm trying. At least to be, I think that I can be. I think I can be. I think that I can be. I think that I can be. I think that I can. Buzzing around. I'm buzzing now. Do you even know what you're doing with this? Well, I think so. It's got 6 strings on it. I just take it and sing some songs with it. Sing songs, kids. Call it ping pong. It's just a game we play. It's the back and forth. It's the kind of life we like when we have it yours, your way. Yeah, your decay is quicker than anybody else's today. As the world turns, we sure turn ourselves into a more earn kind of life. Not like we're trying to find how to get more money in life, but how to get inside of an urn that we'd like to spend eternity in when we're turning it in like our science project and we say this is all that's left. My dog ate my homework, but the world ate me alive and I died. It was sad too. Me and the cashews, my mandarin oranges. I'm speaking Mandarin, sure. It's not so fluent or perfect, but I'm just searching to find out if we can search in this world to see if anyone else is really that different than us. I'm just switching it because I like the on and off. I like it off and on. I like it. I'm often gone and I'm back and I might get a little bit better with age. Call it fine wine. I call it I'm trying. I'm trying to... in the Image Clothing Company podcast. I call it I'm back on. Actually, I think I've just been on it the whole time, but I've been gone with my... Well, anyway. I just want to let you all know that I don't care what you all know. So everyone just can go home and see if they're fine alone, and I'll just continue to be where I was when you found me. On the corner of nowhere, and maybe someday I might get somewhere if I try. But I think that I might stay here where everything's equal. Equilateral, the sequel. What would that be? I guess, just the next side. But as we turn, we find it always comes back. Can I just take you somewhere else instead of laying there and taking a nap? Oh, he's sleeping on his dreams. He finds some things when he wakes up. Please, the alarm clock sneezed. Or so I think. Until I actually wake up and I wipe off my makeup. The night before, I was so tired, I fell on the floor. I was so wired. I was at the store. I bought some things I probably shouldn't have, and I shouldn't have come home and done what I did, bro, but my morals went out the window, and I learned from my big bro and my big sis, and I missed this, and the life just got a lot more intricate the more I did, and I always wanted to be able to do less and be content with it. And so I got a tent to sit out in the nature a bit and see if I could find out a place to sit. On the ladder of success, I looked up at the bird nest and I said, "What's this? Why is the bird why are the bird, they're so high in the sky just to find out that they can dive right back down to the ground, and that's where they need to find the early worms. Oh, as the world turns, the early birds get to worm, and all of us just start to search for why there's no worms left except for those that just glean and see if we can find what got left behind of everybody else's first place medals. Their first place is the place in the worst place. It's just so sad. I call it strange and peculiar. I call it deranged, and, well, maybe that's just about it. Add something else to this, and I don't know if I can navigate it. I'm just taking a place in, where was it? My cousin and my aunts and uncles and everyone else, and someone wants this to be something different than it is, and I think that it isn't, because truth is truth, and I'm a youth until I'm elderly, but I'm not older than, what was his name? The fathers that paved the road before I could have possibly came. I get it. I ran around a racetrack, and in fact, I came right on back. Oh, did I mention I'm a lyricist? Is it just that I'm delirious? Are you the one that's hearing it, or is it even me that's hearing this? I think that we can... I call it a sign of the times. I'm signing them. Why? Because that way they'll leave. Signing them over to someone else and see if that'll help all the problems I had, because I don't want to have to deal with all that. In fact, I'll make a deal they won't come back. I'll make a deal with you, and I'll act as if it's a fair trade, but I don't trade fair. It's a fair place. Love and war. I've been loving war. Lately, I'm just... something more than I can even understand myself, because I can't understand myself. I can't stand myself, so I'm sitting. It doesn't help. I'm just in the kitchen, and someone else dying, the diner. Oh, that's where I was. That's where I must have been. I mustn't just sit here for all of my life and get so hot-headed. I'm not just in a kind of life that I can adjust it, call it a beaver. I'm damning myself, and I didn't either, but they all thought I did, and I got some fevers. I got Bieber fever. Shout out to Justin Bieber. I love that guy. I'm not kidding. Why? Because he's misunderstood for who he is. Are you tuning in to the news, kids? I got some news for you on this. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. Wake up. Wake up, get all in. With me, everybody's olive, oiled. You're slipping around and toiled, or you're soiled, or something. Their plans were, I'm stumbling over something. Like the plants were, well, we tried to grow them, but they didn't sow seed correct. And now all the seeds just get a little bit withered away, dried up and rotted, and it's often just a big old mess. I've been messing things up lately to learn a lesson or two. I'm just expecting to, dude. How else are you going to improve in life if you've been doing life correct the whole time? Oh, shoot. You haven't. That's the point. And I think there's a joint. From the worst days to the best days that we can find, there's just a space. It's in between. It's a bigger thing than all of those other dreams. Because when you wake up, you realize you got to get that makeup and you wipe it off your real eyes and see if you can realize that life is real, guys. There's some real guys, but not that many of them. I'm one of them. Self-proclaimed. Who are ye to say? Who am I? Or what do you mean? I could give you an explanation of some things, but that probably wouldn't help what you think. You know what I'm saying? You don't, I guess, because you're making assumptions before I have the last word of my sentence roll off the end of my lips as it left. Anyway, I'm just trying to say it's a crazy place. I've just been turning all around again. And each time I do, I end up in the same place. And I think that's what's weird about it. I can keep making circles and circles, but the more that I spin, the more that I'm in the same place. Otherwise, I'll fall over. That's really what it means to be sober, is to just stand in a holy place and be not moved. Or stand in a place and be moved so many times in a circle, you just drill a hole into the ground. And now you're rooted. You're in a place where you can't move if you wanted to. It's a good place for you. Just stay there. Oh, you don't care. You don't care about me, Evan Strong, saying some things. That's fine. That's fine. Think whatever you want. And I'll think that I don't want anything in life until I want the kind of life that I want. I'm an imperfect human being. I said I'm an imperfect human being. Anybody else want to scream with me? It doesn't help the voice. So please refrain from things that are not for you, because you'll never get enough of them. You'll never get something. Shoot. I knew a saying once that sounded so motivational. This speaker, he came and he said he'd take a poll. He took a poll, and it took a toll on all of our hearts when we all just thought. We all just thought. We all just thought. And he'd take a toll. Or he took a toll, he'd take a toll. He'd take a toll, but I'd take him old or young in a fight. And I might just win tonight, but if I lose, then I will tell everybody else that I won. Because I'm the one that wins, and I'm the one that gets lost inside of this life if I don't sift through the sands of time to try to find the posterity of Abraham. I need a ham radio. You've been taking, bro, a little bit more time with the things that you used to be taking slow. Oh, you trying to tell me I slowed down in my old age? I'm only 26. Oh, shoot. I thought I was going to age when I aged. I didn't think that age would catch up with me before I got to count some things. I've been counting sheep, and each time I count the sheep, it gets farther and farther away. The time that I have to sleep. Okay, so you're telling me it's backward. If I jump from A to B, I'm saying things crazy, at least to a lot of people across the street. Metaphorically, at least. Because if we can take a leap, at least a little bit of leap of faith, I think we can take a little bit of a leap of faith. Can we take a little bit of a leap of faith and see if we can take a hop across the pond and see if everything else over there is so wrong or if it's just all in our heads? I think we're dead. I think we dread actually living, so we kid ourselves that we're alive to try to find out what life really could be if we should. See, I think we already were living. And anybody else who thinks they're not is just kidding themselves. What else are you going to be doing in this life if you're not alive? How else are you not here? How else are you here? How else are you... Wait, I think we're asking the wrong questions on the wrong end. I think we all pretend we know what's going on. You know what's going on? Everybody does until they don't. So where do we get the answers then? And why do we can't get back to them? Why can't we just... I'll tell you why. But you got to keep it a secret. So you think, I guess, we don't know everything. And I think that's something that's like a little bit of a hidden mystery. It's tricky if we think we can learn everything in this life. It's like a lot shorter than you might think. And you might sink if you're trying to climb some things that are slippery with a big old pool right underneath. Ah, shoot. I'm already getting sweaty. My body feels heavy. My breathing is heavier and my grip is just letting go. And oh, no, I think I'm going to flow right down the river with the water and end up becoming something else besides the bottom of the ocean. I think I'm going to be floating when I die, and everything will try to find if they can eat me inside the gullet. I'll be searching for a place to bowl if I can just be a bull. It's like dinner time. I'm just bowling, trying to find if I can have a stroke. I mean, a strike. I'm just striking out in life. I got a stroke, and now I raked it like a sand of time. Call it a building block. I call it I've been building a lot of things to block my own progression. If I've been letting myself try to do my own thing in life, I think I'm fine. I think I'm... Why? Why do I think it all in life? I don't know if I'm thinking right. I thought I was thinking straight. And then turned out I was not quite sighted in when I was trying to win, and I'm just looking at things on the wrong end of it. So what ended up happening? Action. They didn't say go yet. Actually, they thought I'd just flow again. Oh no, it's when, now, always, still, what, all the way over there. They go and they're scared because how are they going to find their way back? Because that's all they know is where they came from, but they don't know where they came from. And how did they run back to where they came from if they don't know where they came from? Say, do you know who you really are? Do you know who you really are? Do you know the muffin that you ate was baked, and at one point it was not as tall as it is, and it had to rise, kids? And so how do you try this life if you start at the top of the cliff and try to jump off of it? You got to start by climbing. Shout out to Miley Cyrus. Oh, how many opinions can we have on some people before we realize they're just people? But it's the climb. It's the climb that gets us to the other side. We can roll on down and have a little bit of a stroll through life. Once we've taken a little bite out of a piece of pie of strife. I like it. I might get a lot of looks from a lot of people. And look, I don't care what you think, so just do whatever you want. If you really want, but I don't think you want to do the things you, you know, I don't have to explain them to you. I don't got to explain them to you. Do you really know how to get back home? Do you know how to get back to the place where you're not alone? when you were on the path and it was actually like a straight and narrow one back to campsite C, D. Even if we knew a thing or two, I don't think we stay in tune enough to listen who is just a disc inside this compact life we live. It's fine if you think you have been just trying all you can possibly do. There's a lot happening in life, and it all ensues like the violence. We like to move to a different kind of channel to see if life improved. But we don't want to be the one to do the work it takes, and so we're just working late at a place that we don't care about so we can claim we're doing real work when we're just giving in. And there's a lot of people that are doing it, the real work, and it doesn't seem like it to those that don't see life gets better when you try to lift your hands right off the wheel. I've been turning things until they start to squeal. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. I've been loosening some things and see if we can see if Lucy is just a person. I love, you see the loose leaf, and Lucy can do things if the TV just keeps screaming all night long. You thought it was in your dream. A song that you could sing. Along these 6 strings, there's a lot of frets that just seem to get you a little bit tangled. Can we just tangle some things up? My hair's getting longer. The older I get, my nose just seems to grow. It's... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I think we're going to actually try this a little bit, okay? I don't even care about it. I don't even care. I don't even care about it. Oh, I don't even care about it. So there, and I don't even care about it. I don't even care about it. I don't. So I take the tempo and chuck it across the street. You know why? Because I'm crossing feet. Really what I'm doing is crossing things, like I'm crossing these people, and achy is what they're getting when they got their ankles broken, and I'm letting them in on a little bit of a secret with this. I've been doing it for a long time, and longer than you can think, that I'm just trying to do something for a little bit of time and act like I'm a diamond, but it's rough to be doing it for a long time and not trying to, what's he gonna say? What's next with this? What's next is just a little kind of place, I think it's not a delay, it's a intentional space to learn some things. You think I'm new at this? I think that you're dreaming, kids. I think you gotta get a little bit older than me before you can get as many gray hairs as I have, metaphorically, because I've had a life that seems like I've landed it in a place I never did. I'll never land. Why not? Well, because I stop at nothing to reach to a new height. But the height that I like is what we call eternal life, and it's backward. You got to drop yourself down to a microscopic level to understand that you can level the playing field by playing for real. Get a little bit nitty-gritty with it and not trying to get to the place that just seems like it's the place that'll give you the ticket. What you've been placed is a place that... what you've been placed in is a place... What you've been lacing is a... Oh, we got to mention it. I've just been letting it kind of fly off at the mouth in the Image Clothing Company's shoelace technique. I just want to say a few things, and so I'll tell you that I'm all in. What does that mean, really? Well, what it really means is that I'm calling. I am picking up the phone when I'm alone. I'm dialing the speed down. And I don't need any speedy dials now. Because I'm homeward bound. And I'm home in town. But when I step outside of it, that's where I really want to live. What does it mean to be at home? You've got a house, but it's not a home. You're home alone, but you don't know if that means you're home. Because even though you're home, you're not just alone, but you feel lonely. And so you try to go out there to a different kind of road. And this is what I mean. I'm home in the town, but my home now doesn't seem like a home. How? Well, it gets a little stagnant sometimes when we try to live lives that other people try to decide for us. When we're looking at the trees and we can't see the forest. We're having a lot of things and none of them are for us. So, can we just take it slow? In an ever-increasing, speedy, fast-paced world, I think we need to try to stop racing the squirrels and see if we can slow down the chatter. Because it's nuts to live that kind of life. Jumping from tree to try to find if there's a home inside the forest. Oh, so you're saying it's not for us? The things that aren't? Well, no, not really. Because it gets tricky. When we can see all these trees, but we don't see the forest between. You got a roadblock, you got a roadblock, and you got a roadblock. And if you were to stop looking between roadblock and stop in between and see if there's so off, then a space that's straight on through. And you don't got to do any kind of work to try to get some things out of your way before you can work. And it doesn't work when you keep trying to turn back to the old ways in the place you call your home when you don't feel at home when you're at home. Wait, so what does it mean then to be at home? Don't talk about it. Why not? Because people have different beliefs than you. And what does that mean? Well, this guy likes to do some different things, and that guy likes, well, just don't talk about it. If you start getting preaching to them, they'll think that you were doing some things to be mean, and, I call it all in for a reason. Because I'm all in every season. And if you're looking at the trees just missing out on the forest in between them, then, well, you got a lot of things you could be believing. But if you can just believe in your beliefs in the last place you left and never go back to the place you just came from, and understand that you're only who you are and you came from where you came from. Before you landed in this place, son, then you'll understand that you're just in the space. Look around this tree and look around that tree, and it's tricky if you think that you can't see, but if you think you can see, then you can see, or at least I think that that's what we've been told by God. Been given eyes to see. I like it. We like some things if we can reap the rewards. Reaping the harvest, and sure, you can call it a sword. I call it a sickle. Well, it sounds like a cycle, and it might be a thing that I can pull back toward me instead of swinging away to a different place. It's like Tarzan escape. the jungle, the scrolls. Can we scroll? Can we just see if we can pull a different kind of thing like a seagull straight out of the water and all the drips and drops? And if it stops, then we can't often read. Call it the space in between. Read between the lines. See if the scrolls are something that we can stop scrolling behind and see what's really inside. Or see if you can see what's behind what you're scrolling in life through, and it's not really there, dude. And I think you'd improve if you were not so rude. You're rude online, you're rude all the time except to their face. Because that's where you get a little bit scared and you don't know where you're going to hide. And the person you're talking to is real and it's real life. And they wake up and they wake you up and you wake up and you get stuck inside your own words and you get turned around and you don't know how to escape because you're used to just pressing space and backspace and trying to find the best words to say after you've said some things. You take them back in place. Would you just stop and stand in place? Please. It's all just a maze. We're watching plays. We often take a lot of things and make them extremely gray. Z, A to Z, taking things to the extraordinary. Call it extraterrestrial. That's what I'd like. A lot of people think. An extraterrestrial. They want another planet to destroy, build this boy like a robot. He's a real boy, and so I thought I'd say earlier Pinocchio's kind of thing when my nose just grows when I'm just singing like a songbird. My songs turn into lies if I don't try to find the truth that remains in life. I try to make it up and see if I can make it up again. I'm making up a thing. I think. I stop thinking a little bit more. Wait. Or stop thinking a little bit less, or no, just find out where it is, the space that gets a little bit easier to sit when you don't have to just try to find out where to go next. Oh, just stop? No, just stop. Just you digest it if you do not. You're never gonna have your body work if you don't let your body work. I got some things and we often turn out to be exactly who we are the whole time. When the curtain gets called. Often the curtain gets called a lot of things. You can call it a probationary state. You can call it a vestibule place. You can call it well, I'm waiting for the bridegroom. I'll call it a veil. I'll call it a place. I'll call it prevail. I'll call it I'm going to jail. I'm calling it, where's the cab? I forgot how to hail. Oh, wait, I mean, I don't want to be ended up in hell. Oh, well, I think I got a wish that I can sell my dreams to someone else. I drop a thing in the bucket. I'm talking about it again. I drop a coin in the pond and then we see it splash and it's just a drop in the bucket. Oh. Well, that ought to be something. At least a little bit of something toward my dreams. But I think that I believed that I could be anything I could be except for me. Well, that's what we all just think. If we don't think that we can be the person we see in the mirror, but please, I don't even think that's who you are. What does it matter what I say? What does it matter the driveway? Gets slipperier. I've been slipping and sliding as I'm driving on the road to a nowhere kind of life. But all my friends said it's what they like. I said, I'll give it a try. So I put the car in drive and I forgot that I had to back out first. But I didn't want to back out. Sure. It's not really my kind of thing, but they're my friends, so I don't want to leave. And I forgot there was opposition and all the things that exist, and so I... I've been sniffing it out like a hound. I've been wondering now how I end up on the ground when I get knocked down. I wake up in life, it's like an oven, right? It's getting hotter and hotter. The more that I breathe, the more I achieve. The things that I think, oxygen, I'm stopping it. A little bit too early if I think that I can't get to the end of this. I'm not pretending, kids. I'm in it for life. I call it all in. It doesn't matter what's falling on the ground again. I'm just fall in like the leaves in autumn. Oh, you ought to call him. Dante, come. Take a couple steps out in faith and see if you can find your place. Follow me through all extremes and see if we can cross the seas. Call it alone, not lonely. I call it apostasy so you can know me. I've been across the sea and I'm home, see? Y'all homesick. But you don't know this. Is my home just a different place than you're used to? The things you used to do leave you in the past, dude. I've been passing you like a school bus who is going to come aboard with me. Stop being bored with things. The tour just seems to be the precursor to everything else that's coming next. But the tour is the reason why we came here. Just try to see if there's some things for me, because there's some things for you, and I think we'd be a little bit more unified if you could try to find the truth to life with everyone else inside, the same kind of place we've been placed into. All human beings on the same earth, dude. Sorry if you think your beliefs matter. Sorry if you think that I mean when I shatter your dreams with everything that I shatter. They're not my words if they're the word of God. It's not what I've earned. If I would have stopped when I got to the end of my rope. And I joke. If I say that I can do it on my own, so that's where I come back home when I say I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. So it seems we owe these things to the King. All of them. That means the life you've got and the life you lost. This is what it means to drop. Claiming they're dropping an album a week. I'm saying y'all just weak in the knees. It's like a weekend for me. When I don't sleep. Staying up at night trying to find the truth to all things. Trying to teach the youth we all need. The King. I'll call it all in. I started balling with a hat trick. Called it metronome. Madness. Took that triangle and I got the corners connected, arced some things around, and I know a trick or two about enduring a flood. Enduring a flood, there's a lot of mud. Can get mucked up inside your earphones. And your ears, though, they shouldn't be altered, bro. Call it InTheImageClothingCompany for a reason. Anything that clothes the human body in any season. A lot of things got you sneezing because you got into some places you shouldn't be in. Call it allergies. I say, actually, why don't you just leave? Go somewhere else is for you and not get tossed around on the seas. I don't know. There's some stuff that we all just need. There's some things that we actually are equal human beings, and I just... Wake me up when I'm sorry I couldn't tarry with you a little longer. I was trying to tarry with you, and I wasn't stronger than I was, and I thought I was, and I wasn't a perfect human being, but I tried to make him think. And that got me to think. It got me to sink low enough in the depths of things that I started to search for someone to pull me out of the brink of extinction. So I wasn't extinct, son, but I got some distinct, you could call them lessons. You could call them some things that I couldn't let just slide. When I was sliding across the ice, I had some different turns in life that I was not used to, trying to turn right to go left. Oh, wet roads just leave us slipping all over the place. It's a slippery world, and I can't escape. It's a rat race, and it's trying to take me by storm. Stormy seas are something I can't mourn until they're over, so it's born, I guess. Oh, a brand new infant, just to get in this crazy place with us. Wouldn't it be better for us to not even bring them into the world to begin with if they're going to be getting into the kind of stuff that we get in? It's just hard for us to handle. Why do we hand it off to them, hand the baton, and then everyone tries to win and nobody seems to be grinning once they get the trophy? And the 5 minutes pass and they go back to class, the school of life. They're getting schooled, am I right? Well, I don't know. I forgot them from my left unless I check. Got to put my own two hands in front of me to see if this is even real life that I'm living. Please, I think everyone... I'm running out of oxygen, running out of breath, running out of anything that's left. I'm running out. I'm trying to find out if I can find out if anyone has anything left. Or if anything's right. When everything seems to find a different place in life to just slip through the cracks and I'm just on top of it. I can't slip down like everybody else. It's a slippery slope, but I'm stuck in my ways. Oh. All right. So if I listen, does that mean that I'll get it? The kind of life that you're selling, preaching to me, and teaching I'll be if I pay for this thing. How many? You got weeks for me to be weak with things, and your program leads to hell. Oh, well, I thought I was worse enough off before. I thought I couldn't get worse, and now off the floor is a place I can't get in my purse often. Sure, it seems heavy to you, but it's more just the material it's made out of than what's actually inside, and I try to hide my lack of wealth behind the things I buy to try to help me feel like I'm wealthy. I've been telling things to people, and I've been telling tales. The tales I tell make me wail and moan. And I sail them, though. Oh, wait, no, we addressed it earlier. I sell them, bro. I'm sailing so high sometimes on the highs of life that I can't ride it, right? If I'm not under the influence of influenza. I think I'm sick with this. I'm sick, so just stick it to the man. That's me, I think. I got some injections. We can see if we can get weaker, if we can weaken. Oh, I think he's trying to say weekend. He's been so weak all week that he's trying to wait till the weekend to see if he can make it up again. All the things that he posts on the walls at his home. And he's home, he's alone in the place that he roams makes it seem like everybody else on the other side of the screens would just yell and scream at the top of their lungs for someone to jump when they say how high. They're living a backward life. They don't ask questions like, should I do it? Should I do it anyway? Should I do it? Should I take the same course that they all fake? They say it'll drop to the bottom of your stomach like a rock to the bottom of the lake. But they say there's a lot that you can't stomach. There's a lot in life that you can't take with you when you die. It's tricky. Why do you try to trip me when I'm flying across the water on my jet ski? Actually, I'm behind the thing. Actually, I'm on some skis. Actually, I'm often, please. Can you help me differentiate between reality and dreams? I think that I need to wake up from some things and delusional. Please. I don't know what that word means. Although I wrote a dictionary or two, like a canary in tune with everybody else who marches to the beat of a drum that someone else set the tempo for. And the tempo you're beating to is like a little bit smaller than who you really are inside. And now you just call your shrimps a place that you can get an expansive life from. An expanse, I try it, son, but temporarily, I think I carry things a little too long. My burdens are lighter when I'm a fire, not when I'm firing, like the sound of a gun saying to run. But when I'm slowly burning down to ashes, and it's at the last of it, the very last moment of life I get, a little taste of reality, just when it's a little bit too much for me to handle. I left the oven mitts at home. I thought the other was just a poem. It seemed so poetic. It seemed like they all get it. It seemed like it was just programmed into their minds like a script, and they all knew it, but they didn't know it, but they knew how to say it as if they know it's what they really know. If they knew that it was not true, then they would not keep going. At least that's what I thought. But it doesn't seem to stop. The gathering, the place, they gather and they take the bread and the water, and all they do is get the littlest, smallest amount of nourishment from it. And they claim that they're they claim they're nourished or something. They claim that they're full. I'm claiming they're bawling for soup. Got 3 more doors, 3 doors down, and 3 more chores, and there's 3 more now. Back to the triangles. They're entangled in this belief they had of the past. And I can't believe they won't go back to when it was first written to see if it was just somebody kidding, making up a story, seeing if they'd believe it, seeing if they'd get seasick. Rocked. They say the rock. They say to build a rock. They don't say to build a rock. They say you want to build your foundation on a rock. I say stop. It's a stagnant kind of life to me. I want things to move like the sands of the seas. I want to be moving from thing to thing and try out all the things I could be experiencing in life, please. You want me to stay stuck down to one thing, rooted and grounded? Now it's like you're trying to hold me down, kid. I'm in an expensive kind of life, just until the balloon pops. I got a little bit too hot in the head on top of the rest of my body. I dropped, got a little imbalanced and knocked over right on to the earth that we're all living on. And isn't it funny that we're all kidding gone? Again, kid, I'm on the same earth as you. I'm searching for truth. You're searching for some things that you could do. Oh, so let me know when you get back home. You'll know where home is when you don't go if you can't. Once you stop moving, the delusion stops too. It's always where you are and where you're going and where you know it. And now you know it's all three and one and three. And I think I'm something we are hunting to be present, awake, at a place where I can't take any more of a stride one direction or the other without stepping outside of who I am. And what are you doing if you're moving to somewhere that you can't move, if you're the one moving and you can't go anywhere without you going there? And so wherever you go, you're already home. If your home is where your heart is, your heart's inside of you, kid, and your heart's just beating. It's something you didn't decide to have happen. And actually, if you want to have it not happen, you can't have it not happen without not having it happen. And now it's not you that could even be there to have it have an action. If you wanted to claim you could do it on either end, you pretend you're not in charge. You're not the one that's causing your heart to beat and your body beep, 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 beep. One day it'll stop. One day it'll stop beating. And you'll stop eating. And you'll stop needing a single thing in this earthly life that you've been leading. Everyone to a different place that you thought you could be in than where you actually were. So I thought you actually turned out for the better when all your dreams got crushed. Because then things just stuck right inside the mud. And like an ox in a mire, you thought you'd try your hand at something you never thought you'd do. You said you'd leave it. You said you'd be okay being seasick, getting rocked around on the waves of life if it was the waves you tried to find on your own. You said you'd never go back to that place where they said you'd have a home. Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I'm right if I'm right, but I'm not right. I'm just trying to align my life with Jesus Christ. Oh, does he even know? Does he know where he's gonna go? Does he even say some things that are true, or does he say some things because he's in a delusional state? Utah, that's the state I'm in, and you saw me when I chimed in with some things that I got revealed to by God. I'm sorry. If you're confused with what's happening, I'm sorry. Because I'm confused, but it's happening, and I'm sorry. But what I mean to say is I can't just be acting as if I know all things when God is the king. Confusion is not really what I'm doing. Unless it's me explaining that I don't understand really how it's all happening. But I understand who it's all happening from and why it's all happening, because I serve a king, a God who's perfect, and I'm not searching anymore because I surely found my feet upon a ground of solid rock. The seashore, I think we can see more the closer we get to the water. Living water. I think you oughta drink some water with me, like an otter. It gets so tricky, looking at things on our backs, floating around, and we crash into just about nothing because it's a backward kind of life for us, and something that's so darn weird for other people is so real to us, so unique, it just comes so naturally. You don't even gotta try. A lot of people will try their entire life to do something that you don't even find a little bit of a challenge to do. And they've been challenging you with a lot of things that you can't do. They come so easily to them. And we pretend like we're not equal human beings. The same but different. You've been taking and gisting. Well, different journey than everyone else? No. Yeah, everyone else. So even the people who don't help, and even the people who help, And even the people who never yell, and also the people who yell. The people who are always telling tales, and the people who give it to you straight. I'll give it to you straight. I'm trying, at least. I'm trying to do all the things I can to find the truth of all the things that I have, if I can understand that I land in a place I never could on my own. I'm home here. It's my home gear. Neutrality. Call it a center line. Call it it's all divine. Earth's gravity, actually, the sternum, the spine, the nose, and the jaw. Stabilization, all. The body relies on something else that we all see all the time, but don't realize it's got a lot of roles it plays. The jaw's of life and space and time. It's kind of a place that we're stuck inside. It's like our tongue, and I think I just want to keep mine held. In times when I don't need to say a thing, and other times I'll start to yell. And I do it too. I yell so loud, and now everyone understands how, and how now, and how wow, and how. Trying to give me a powwow. Talk about a brown cow. I'm sitting out there now, trying to milk myself dry. Like a briar, I've been patching up things in the past. I must be in a briar patch or something. I just think I act like, a leaf. Act like a leaf. I'm going around it. I'm mowing the town just to mow the lawn and going, now it's flowing off it. Call him Mr. Moffat. Call it I got a Muppet in my hat and I've been gone if I'm not on this. Like I'm in Ghana, just trying to deal with the heat, and when. Soon, I'm telling you. St. George, Utah, dude. I'm not making a claim. I'm just making some things apparent. Because apparently my parent thinks I'm everything to him. As far as I'm aware, it's the 20th of January, 2026. I say I'm all in for a reason. Because I'm trying, even when I'm sneezing. And I gotta go to work, even when I can't turn. The key to the car to start. The ignition. I don't have a spark of imagination to figure out how I could take this whole day on alone. And so the day I go on, I don't. As the day goes on, I don't go alone. I don't go home until the road runs out. And I turn around. Just to find out I began at the end, to try to get myself back again. And I can't do it by myself, and then I realize, if I open my real eyes, it gets real, guys. When I stop trying to hide. Behind the lids of all of this, when we cap ourselves off. I love the desert. Call it a barren wasteland. I call it, this is the kind of place that I've been taken. By God's almighty hand. And a place that I keep saying, I never thought I'd land. What I'm saying is I never thought I'd land. And now I landed in a place that I can't fully grasp or understand. But there are some things I can. When I read the scriptures of Jesus Christ and I find out what it means to be all in.